Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here, and today I'm in North Topsail Island, North Carolina, and it's kind of exciting because I've never been to this beach community. Anytime I get to go to a new beach community, it's always a lot of fun. I love seeing some of the local stuff. I love checking out fishing piers and what they look like. And I also want to make my way all the way up to the far north end of North Topsail Island because they have a bit of an erosion problem that I read about on the internet about a month or so ago. And I want to go up there and check that out because the homes, the oceanfront homes, are getting dangerously close to the water line. So the ocean is just eating the beach away over time. I think they got sandbags up there to try to keep the water off the homes that are there. And we're going to go up there and check that out. I definitely want to check out their pier because I think it's called the Seaview Pier. Has a little different feature at the very end of the pier. We're going to go look at that. I've never been on a pier that looks anything quite like this, and so we will be looking at that. It has been a while. I think it's been about 2, maybe 3. No, it's been longer than that. It's been July, and right now this is the end of November. So I was here. I did a vlog about Operation Bumblebee, which was really cool. I documented that here on the channel. And Operation Bumblebee actually had a lot to do with these towers right here that spread out to the southern areas here on Topsail Island. These towers were part of a military operation, and it had something to do with ramjet rockets. I'm not going to get into that in this video. This is actually the exact spot where I ended my video that day, and so I thought it was only fair to pick up where I left off, and that's what we're going to do today. If you're interested in learning about these towers and what they were good for with the ramjet rocket or Operation Bumblebee it was going on, by all means, I will put a link down in the description below as I hear a very big plane go over because we're not too far from Camp Lejeune military base. So you will see planes and helicopters and things like that, you know, flying down the coastline here. I mean, we see them down at Carolina Beach also, but definitely you'll probably see even more of them up here in Topsail because you are so close to Camp Lejeune. All right, that was a long-winded intro. I'm ready to get started. If you are, let's get exploring and let's move north and go see if we can find this pier and any other kind of little cool things we can find at this island will provide us to feast our eyes upon. Let's get started. All right, I've made it to my first stop right here on New River Inlet Road, which goes right down through the middle of North Topsail Island. We're in Onslow County. Beach access for free parking. Free parking. Free parking at the beach. That's getting to be an extinct thing. That's pretty awesome. It's free parking here on the oceanfront side. Right here is the sand dunes, and we're here to see this structure, this building. Here's what I'm here to check out because, as you see, it's up on top of a dune, and you don't really see that every day. But this place right here is a Cafe Fruta Fresca. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But it looks like they're closed today, but this seems like to be a pretty neat spot to go grab some ice cream and a little food on a beach day. They got some gelato, Italian ice cream, food, drinks, souvenirs. I think we went on their website and actually checked them out, and I think they even have maybe coffee or something. And oh my goodness, I would love to have some coffee right now. So right there is the beach access point. Definitely have their signs up, stay off the dunes. And then now we're going to make our way up the steps and see what kind of view we have up here. Right here's got the where you would make your orders, have bathroom facilities, nice little porch up here. So you order on this side and you pick up on this side, and right over here must be the women's bathroom. Yep. And here's your view right here on the Atlantic Ocean. Very nice. People out there fishing. What a nice day. Very pretty. Got some benches out here also. Really cool. So would love to have a coffee about right now. I could just sit back, sip a coffee, daydream a little bit. Well, we'll say this, not too far from here, that looks like the Seaview fishing pier right there in front of us. And I think that's going to be our next destination. As you can see out there at the end of the pier, looks a little bit different. They actually have like a step up, I don't know, it's like a walkway that goes up a little bit where you can get up higher on the end of the fishing pier. I don't think I've ever seen one quite like that, so we'll go check that out next. All right, my friends, I have made it down here to the Seaview fishing pier, just right out that way. But check out the side of this building here. We have us a guitar and a piano, and I guess that's some type of restaurant, as I see restaurant spelled out above that door up there on the top. Not sure how to get out there, but I guess the only way to figure it out is I think go downstairs here and go through this door and make our way outside. Don't know if they're going to charge me to walk on the pier, but we will see. Well, I guess it will be $2 to walk on pier, pay inside. Then right up here it says, welcome to Seaview Fishing Pier, $15 fishing pass per person, 2 rods. And that's what all their rules and stuff looks like, if you do come here. Which I used to work with a guy who used to come here quite often, back before he retired and moved off. All right, I paid my $2. I got my wash-off tattoo, so we're good to go to walk out the pier. You can't go to a new beach and not check their pier out. That's just a rule of mine. So if you watch one of my videos, I'm going to a new beach somewhere, most likely you're probably going to take a little walk out the pier with me. Yeah, what a beautiful day. Very nice. Kind of overcast, but all in all, it's very beautiful. I love seeing the waves. They're just rolling in, but very gentle. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I see some pelicans flying along way out there. They're cruising. So I used to work with this guy many years ago in my line of work, and in 2017 he retired and left me to do what we do for a living. I ain't gonna get into that, but to do it on my own. And this is the pier he used to come to fish probably about 3 or 4 times a year. I know he always came in the fall, and he always came, I think, in the springtime, and maybe one more time around Thanksgiving, roughly this time of year, to go fishing. And he enjoyed it a lot, but he ended up retiring and become a preacher, and he traveled around the world to go preach in a whole nother country. He went with a dream he had, and he got the calling, and he went on with it. So his name was Chang. So Chang, if you see this video, I made it. This is the Seaview Fishing Pier. This is where you used to come. You used to tell me about this place. So I definitely made it here today, and we're going to walk all the way out to the end and check it out. So very interesting looking already, because I've never seen a pier with an end, like where you have steps that goes up like on like a platform, an overseer type of a spot. All these birds out here, they're just waiting on somebody to catch a fish. There's nothing more soothing than watching waves roll in at the beach for me. It is just I don't know, most soothing sound. If I'm out there on that beach and I'm kicked back in my chair and you can hear just those waves rolling in, I take some of the best naps like that. Look at that one. That's a good wave going through there. Look at that. I'll tell you something right now. I'm walking out this pier, and this pier feels to be quite a bit longer than Curie Beach Fishing Pier that I'm used to walking out on. This thing here feels like it's, I don't know, 50 yards longer maybe. I don't know what the specs are on this pier, but it definitely is longer than most piers that I ever walk on. This is crazy. It's beautiful, very nice out here. Just check out the surrounding. Look how the pier widens up right here as you get toward the end, which I think is a good idea. A lot of people out here on the end, but we're going to be walking up these steps right here in a minute, getting us an extra nice view. All right, we made it. Right here is the platform. Going up 2 flights of steps. A lot of bird defecation up here, as you can imagine. This is like a bird hangout. Have a picnic table up here. And what a beautiful view this is. And right there's a jellyfish that we can see. I don't know if you can see him or not. He might have dove down too much, but it's kind of hard for me. I've got so much of a glare on my screen. Yeah, right there he is. Right there's a jellyfish. That's what we call a cannonball jellyfish, which I will actually pick those up out in the ocean, because as long as you pick them up from the light side, they don't really have no tentacles that hang down. So if you pick them up from the lighter side of the jellyfish, the top if you will, you can actually, they will fit in the palm of your hand like this, you know, and you can really investigate them and look at them, and it won't hurt you. It only will sting you lightly if you put your hand down on the inside of the jellyfish, which is a big no-no. You don't want to do that. But I used to have fun with my wife's nieces when they would come hang out with us at the beach in the summertime. Maybe the, I don't know, first or second year we was married, we brought all of them down, all the girls down, and took them out in the ocean. And for whatever reason that summer there was tons of jellyfish in water, but it was the cannonball kind. And I freaked them out a little bit at first, because I picked one up and like threw it toward them, you know. They're like, ah, you know. But it was kind of funny. But then I showed them the trick to it, the secret to actually handling that type of jellyfish. The smaller jellyfish, do not touch them. They do have like longer tentacles. You do not want to be messing with them, because they will light you up. I get stung quite a bit when I'm in the ocean. This year, luckily, none. Year before last, I got stung 6 times over the summer. Every other weekend, I was getting in the ocean, riding boogie boards, getting waves, and it seemed like every other weekend, man, I was getting stung. In the chest, on the arm, I mean, on the ankle. That's the worst. When you're walking, you can't even see them, and that thing hits you and just lights you up. It's just like for the next hour, it just hurts like crazy. But, you know, I always keep a little bit of vinegar around, and that always helped me out pretty good. They used to sell this stuff in CVS and stuff. It was called a sting thing. It worked really good too. But a lot of people has different little treatments that they do. But for me, it was always that vinegar seemed to neutralize it and work pretty good. So, man, it is absolutely gorgeous day out here at the end of the Seaview Pier. I love days like this when you're fishing. There's no wind, just maybe a light little breeze here and there. But as you can see, the ocean is just glassy. There's no white caps, nothing. Now, as we look further off to the north, this is where we're headed, folks. We're going to go all the way to the end of North Topsail Island. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but I think that's where the houses are practically sitting on the beach itself. They don't even have a sand dune anymore. I think they're going to have a lot of sandbags down there to try to keep the water, you know, off the homes. So that's where we're headed next, here in the Hitchhiking Yeti Discovery Channel, brought to you by YouTube. Not really, not really. All right, we're going to make our way down these steps through all the bird poopage, defecation. At least it is dry. At least I hope it is. Hope most of it's dry, but looks like we're all good. But yeah, this is a long pier. Look at that. Let's go walk it, get it done. We got some more stuff to go see. Give me that fish. Man, that guy had a good puffer fish in his hand. I was walking behind. That was pretty impressive. Never tried a puffer fish. I've caught quite a few, but I always throw them back. If you ain't a, I don't know, a drum or a flounder. Flounder season, of course. I normally ain't going to keep you, but I've caught a lot of puffer fish, but that was much bigger puffer fish than any of them I've ever caught before. So this here is where you exit through this way. You do not want to exit the same way you went in. Don't know why, but that's the way you go out. So I thought I would stop and share this home here on the ocean front. A very interesting looking house. This reminds me of something from a place I like to visit every now and then. Walt Disney World Spaceship Earth and Epcot. Look at the roof design of this home. It is round. Right here on the ocean front, I would imagine that is designed like that to help with hurricane winds and things like that this area knows too much about. But yeah, I think that there is pretty cool looking. Yeah, that really stands out. When I was driving out there and I looked over that and I thought, oh, I gotta document that. That is just too awesome. All right, real quick, I just want to show you that. So let's keep on going. All right, I have made it down here to the far north end. This here is the parking area. And I do want to remember, if you do venture down this way, it is pay to park year around, which is kind of unfortunate. And definitely do not want to be on their dunes down here. Warning, keep off dunes, $500 fine. So definitely want to pay attention to that. Now, let's go see if we can figure out how to get out there on that beach and check out the eroding sand dunes or beach thereof here at North Topsail. I think these homes right over here are going to be the ones that's going to be the furthest out on the beach. So we're just going to walk in this direction. And they got some nice sand out here. It's like powder. It don't have doesn't have like a lot of seashells in it like some beaches you go to. I think that's one thing you notice when you go to southern facing beaches like Oak Island and Holden Beach, places like that. It seems like their sand's a little bit more coarse, but this sand out here is not at all. And obviously you can bring a four-wheel drive vehicle out here, I guess. But this ain't as bad as I thought it was. I've seen pictures online of this stuff, but it looks like maybe they've had a beach replenishment project or something, because they've got plenty of sand, and maybe that's why this sand is so snow white, kind of fluffy, smooth. Maybe it's been freshly, maybe they freshly blew all this sand up here on the shore this year. But right there is the homes. They are on the beach though, that's for sure. There is no dune in front of these homes, but there is a lot of beach out here right now. Let's go over here and take a look at this sign real quick. Town of North Topsail, danger zone. Current extremely fast, do not swim. They got it in different languages. I believe it. You know, anytime you're at an area between two barrier islands, tides moving in and out, the currents can be very, very choppy and bad. We're going to walk over there and check that out, because that looks pretty gnarly, that water over there. We'll go look at that, but first let's walk over here toward these homes, kind of check it out a little bit. I do see the sandbags are still there, so yeah, look at that, the sand. Ain't that something? These are some nice homes out here, by the way. I mean, all around. I mean, they're really close. Now this one here is actually behind a dune, but this one here, I mean, look at this. They got sandbags out here, really big sandbags. Actually down at Fort Fisher back in Carolina Beach area, Fort Fisher, there's a condo complex down there at the extreme southern part, and they have sandbags just like this to preserve that home or those condos, those structures. But here, look at that. You can tell when the water comes up. Maybe a king tide would be enough. Like, got sandbags right here that's like beneath the sand, but you can tell this place has been beaten and battered for sure by water. I mean, you can see clear under there the concrete they have down here anchors down the post of the home. Look at that. Look at that bottom doors right there. Looks a bit rough for wear, really. I mean, there's a lot of rust showing up there on all those nails and screws and things like that. It holds this place together. And right here is some of these sandbags. Man, these things are huge. Look at that. That's my foot. Look how monstrous these things are. And they've got that winding staircase right there that goes up. And you see this a lot at the beach. If you're at the beach and you see like a wooden box up off the ground, that's the air conditioning unit. Keep it up off, you know, for high water and stuff during hurricanes and storms. Hurricanes really bring in a lot of water. You know, sometimes 5, 7, 8 foot. And if they're really big storms, even more than that. Wow, check this spot out. Dang. I would imagine nobody lives there at all. And I'm not 100% sure people, I don't think nobody lives here anymore. You wouldn't think, even though there's still furniture up there. Maybe they do, I don't know. But look at that. You can, man, this place has really been beaten and battered by water. And the sandbags here are pretty much buried. You can't stop. I mean, you can put sandbags out here all you want, but look how big that ocean is. You know, it might buy you a little time, but not much. Just ain't no way. And this property here has somebody put some kind of somewhat fresh sandbags out here to keep the water at bay. But as you can see, it didn't do no good. That is another big house. Walking around this direction, you can really, this is a rental. That's Seacoast Rental. Seacoast Rentals. And you're even closer to the ocean right here. As you can see, the water is just right there. And at the moment, it's still, this is actually low tide. So not even saying high tide would bring the water up high enough. Maybe a king tide would, but check that out. And somebody is still living there because I can see the lights on up there. So I ain't gonna hang around here any longer. Just want to kind of walk around. Just want to show this. Might walk down here. The water does get a little bit closer and see what's going on. Let's walk down that way a little bit. Look how gnarly the waves are back here. The currents fighting each other. All right, we're getting a little bit closer now. Now you can really see the sandbags down here working overtime on these homes. Look at that. I mean, you just got people down through there hanging out, sitting on the sandbags. There is no beach. It's like that's all you get. It's like the ocean is right there at your doorstep, practically on your back porch. That is something else. Whew. You can see the water line here during high tide where it's been eroding away, and you got like a step up here on the sand. You know, maybe a foot about up to my knee almost, not quite, but about right there. You know, this shows you how powerful the ocean is. And here we are, we made it. Made it down here to the water's edge. pelicans flying by. So majestic when to watch those pelicans fly down the beach like that. But all these homes are just right here. How many more years will they survive is the question. And I mean, it goes, I ain't walking all the way down there because there's a lot of people that I don't know if they obviously, some of these people might live in these homes, so. But yeah, it goes all the way down the beach like this, up here on the north end. Pretty spooky stuff. When you think about how much these properties cost, the taxes, what do you do for insurance? It's wild and crazy. I ain't ever seen anything quite like this. I know that this is a problem on the Outer Banks also, and this is small potatoes compared to what they deal with up there, but still, it's happening. And I've been wanting to come down here and kind of see this for myself. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know it was this bad. You know, anytime, if you would have showed me a picture of this, I would have thought to myself, oh, that's somewhere on the Outer Banks. Ain't nowhere, that can't be like close to Wilmington or like, you know, anywhere else. But yeah, right here, North Topsail Island. This is what these people are dealing with. Unbelievable. As the water is rushing in right now as I speak. Wow. All right. All right, friends, that will pretty much do it for me today here from North Topsail Beach. What an eye-opening experience, I must say. Really something else to see these homes, the beach erosion issue they have to deal with. It's quite brisk out here. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed making it. Until the next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you, friends, in my next adventure. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It's free. It costs you nothing. Also, if you like today's vlog, give it a big old thumbs up. Let me know you care. Let me know you're out there. I like that. Let's communicate. Put a comment down below. Let me hear about it. Do you have any experience staying here at this beach? Do you know anything about what's going on about these homes? Is there anything they can do to save these homes? Because guess what? I don't really think the sandbag thing's going to win. I don't think that's going to work. So, yeah. All right. I'm all done. I hope you enjoyed it today. Y'all stay safe out there, friends. And I will see you on my next adventure. Wherever it may take me. Who knows? All right. Time to go get some coffee. I got to drive all the way back to Surf City to get some coffee because there is no coffee shops down here in the North Topsail Island area that I could find on Google Maps. It's open. So, it is what it is, but it's time for some coffee because my ears, these things right here, they're getting a little bit frostbitten out here because the wind is blowing out of the north and it's cold. But I think once I get behind this sand dune over here, that is going to go away. That's the difference from showing you around at the pier and stuff, because it was, you know, the sand dunes and everything, it was kind of protecting me. I didn't feel much wind. I don't know what the heck is making all this wind up here on this end, but it's definitely nipply.